Hello everybody, happy Friday. So, we've got an event starting up. As soon as I get out of this, hopefully it'll be there. We're playing Sunny Shores today. Alright, so it's not showing quite yet. Let's go into camp, drop off some stuff that I got from playing levels, see if the bunny bingo thing has shown up. So, and I don't bother with that gifting thing because it crashes my game. Alright. I am not going to double up rewards or anything. Alright, so nothing yet in terms of the event showing up. I may have to restart the device. Oh, whoa, there we go. That popped up right out in the middle there. Holy cow. What gives with that, I wonder? Anyways, so yeah. The bunny bingo. That's in camp. Okay. Also in camp. Stage 2? Okay. Easy enough stuff. Pardon me. Got a touch of the hiccups. Alright, so other than the dreadful tower stuff, I should be okay with that. Alright. Now, I don't want to go directly into this from in camp. That's a big no. Alright, so world map. It's just a whole lot safer overall if you do this from the world map or anywhere else. You don't want to do it from your camp. Just, yeah. If you go to the world map, it creates a soft save, which backs up your data on your device at least. It's just, yeah, handy. Alright, so this is one of the newer events. This map looks kind of like a shark that's coming up out of the water. Or maybe it's meant to be a dolphin. I'm not sure. Anyways, looks more shark-like to me. Let's get started here. Usual quests, not that we're going to necessarily be doing those. I will be using potions at some point, and there we go. I have budgeted my earned gems towards potions and a gold capsule and maybe a couple of prism flowers, depending on how I feel it's going with this. So yeah. Merge that. Get that extender. So when I'm playing, if I go deep enough, I'll be sitting here and making the red orbs. And I like to, if I have the ads available, watch those to get bonus red orbs if I got the dimensional jars to do so. Well, I have a game for us that's playable through chat. So while I'm doing the ads, we can have a little distraction of our own where we play a game together. but we'll get to that later. Grab that freebie. We'll open this key with a point item, and that means I can buy my capsule. Pop this over here and open that. Now I'm hoping to get really lucky and get a 2-for-1 deal out of that, because there's a chance of getting a nest anytime we get these. Well, I did not get a nest. I did get a glowing flower, a blue flower. Oh, I got 2 glowing flowers. Ooh. That's yummy. Alright, we'll bring that over. That over. Okay. Where's my other eggs? I forget. There's one. Where's the other one? Where are we? Where is it? I don't know. There it is. Okay. Dude. We're just gonna 3 merge there and get that block. And merge there to get that out. Bring that pink flower over. I want that up this way. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, I've got a slight case of hiccups. Hopefully the microphone is not picking it up. If it is, I'm really sorry. Alright, let's bring these over. And I need another one of those to be able to make that a 5 merge. Okay, well, we'll bring these point items over. There we go. That's the 5th one for the 5 merge there. Hit that extender. Pink flower, pink flower. And that makes a 5 merge with these. That's 2 of those there. So how's everybody doing today? Is it looking like a good weekend for you? Alright, let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, oh. Bring these over and get a 5 merge. A couple more of those bricks. I'll bring these pink flowers over so they're staged and ready. Alright, let's see here. Sprouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 merge there. That's 2 more blue flowers. And we'll bring these over. And we'll merge those. Alright, that's 2 more of these light blue orbs, the level 3s. Let's see. Making our way across this thing. Now, of course, making 5 merges is better for stuff like this, but I'm just worried about opening up some play space here first. And that, for me, is more important than other things, so. There was a time where I would stress about making it 5 merges all the way through. Let's see here. Bring this over this way. This can come over this way as well. Speaking of 5 merges, we'll make one with these leaves. Alright, let's see. Bring that brick over. One, 2, 3. I need 2 more of those if I'm going to do a 5 merge. And with those, yeah, I definitely want to make 5 merges. So I'm going to need to heal out some more stuff. I'm also going to go ahead. Oh, that's not a 5 merge there. Never mind. I'm not going to go ahead in anything. We're going to bring that over and that over for the 5 merge there. To get 2 of the Sunday flowers. Saplings. We're going to hang on to that notion. Bring that on over here. Wait a minute. 3 merge there. Don't care about your gold pass. I'll pass on that gold pass. bring these over. Alright, let's see here. Grass. We'll bring that grass over there. One up there. And another blue one. Yep, I've got another one of those over here. Sort that out. Let's see here. Okay. We'll just bring these over here. 5 merge there. That's 2 more pink flowers. Bring these ones up and get a 5 merge. That's 2 more blue flowers. Merge those saplings, and that gives me 1 tree that can start spouting sprouts for me. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and make that a 5 merge. A couple more bricks. Bring these point items over to the right for a 5 merge there. Almost to that egg, and almost to that one. Looking good. Let's see, which way do I want to go? I don't think it matters too awful much. We'll go this way. Get that egg. Then I just need to get myself over a little bit more. Merge that grass, hit that extender. Bring that one over. Okay. Point item can come over this way. Pink flowers. I think you can manage 2 more of those. And that gives me the 3rd egg for my 2nd dragon. quick trip to the world map to save that progress. And we'll go back in. Alright, let's see. I got that blue flower to bring down here as well. I'm going to go ahead, 3 merge those, and then 5 merge these. And now I've got my twin flowers, the first 2. I'm going to spread those a little bit. I've merged those for 2 more pink flowers. I've merged those, and that's a couple more of these shore trees. Oops, that was clumsy. Anyways, 5 merge there for 2 more pink flowers. It's 2 more blue ones. Bluegrass there. And I do have a blue. All right. That. Let's lock it in and focus, focus, focus for just a little bit. Alright, let's grind out some orbs for a little bit here. And work away at this. Now, I know last week I had said I was going to do a stream either after this stream or sometime over the weekend over on Twitch. Sadly, I didn't end up doing that or streaming at all last week over there. But that is last week. This weekend, hopefully I will feel better than I did and get some streaming in for Final Fantasy XIV over there. Yes, we do enjoy our Final Fantasy XIV. Although I didn't really play much of it at all last week. Stupid migraine. Or I should say migraines. Bless you. There was a sneeze from the other room. Anyways, so, yeah. I've got some catching up to do. You having fun with the emotes there? Fish. Indeed. I've got a lot of retainers that need to get their fishing poles. Alright. Yeah, why does that come up with that little symbol? That is so strange. I think it does that on Discord too. Just putting all these furious orbs over to the side. That is so strange. And I don't think the pets work on this platform. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. That reminds me though. Let's see. So, at least for Twitch, these are what the commands should be for the pets. Rather than pizza, it's just eat, but it's a slice of pizza that they get. Yeah, they're not showing up, but they are turned on for on here. It just doesn't take them. Yeah. Ooh, I know. Go over to my Twitch. Oh, hold on. No, I'll go over to my Twitch. Because I can go on the back end of it. Hold on. I'm gonna test something here. Alright. I just entered the command to get the pets up. And nope. It won't register because I'm streaming on YouTube rather than on Twitch. Oh well. Just have to look forward to it for when I am doing Twitch. Alright, have fun. Fast cues. Good cues, everyone. Alright. Oh, wow. Yeah. Maybe they have a reservation for you over there. Oh, no. She canceled again today. Yeah, we're gonna have to stage an intervention. Or at least drop some lalas on her, right? Alright. Nightbot's a good bot. Good boy. Nightbot just didn't get the memo that you aren't just working right at the moment. Hey, it's only as smart as its programming. It could never replace you. Alright, let's merge these up. And we'll bring these two over here to get a 10 merge. There we go. That's a couple of wondrous orbs there. Get back to the harvesting. Alright, so I'm working towards having a whole bunch of stuff ready to make, hopefully, a bunch of dimensional jars with the red orbs. That'd be super nice. Alright. I've got a good start, got a lot of furious orbs in there. Now, there are some furious orbs that are on shadowed lands over there, dead lands, so I'll need to get over there too. I'm just building up a supply of them right now. Alright, let's see here. Alright, get these guys going again. Lurking, okay. Okie dokie. Thanks for hanging out and lurking. I appreciate that. Okay. It's filling up at a goodly clip. I would like to have more flowers. It just makes it smoother for the harvest. So it's not a big deal that I don't have more right yet. Merge them. And merge them. And then we'll merge those. Alright, that was lucky that that didn't just grab and go. And we'll get these guys harvesting again. Filling in some more space. Now, part of me is wishing I was also doing prism flower, but it takes about an hour to get through that, and while it does shave time off for me if I'm doing standard play, not using potions and the like, since I'm using a couple of potions, it's gonna be my go-to to skip it this time. It's a fairly player-friendly map, so I can trade it off. I'll get a good bit of land healed out and everything, and then I'll focus on points. Speaking of points, I accidentally the whole den chest. Pretty much. Oops. Oops. Sorry, guys. Alright, merging again. Came up a little bit shy. Alright, well, that's still, we'll move some of these off to the side. There. There we get 2 more furious orbs. Back to it. Actually, while I'm thinking about it... Oh, that was close. Glad it wasn't grabby. There we go. Free that up a little bit. Open up a little space for more orbs to go into and be adjacent to each other. I see an essence. There it goes. Now it's not in the way. Do 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 do. All right. Before I get any more invested in this right at the moment, I'm going to go over here and get the merges done with these. At least one. And I can tidy some things up too. Let's see. Do I have another red grass? I got another blue grass. That's not helpful right at the moment. And I have a feeling I'm not going to end up using it that way. But who knows? It might just end up being just the thing. 2 more pink flowers. Alright, we're going to merge those so that I can at least have that be a glowing flower. Cuts down on these essences that sneak in. Oh, I should have merged them there. It's a small hill anyway. Not gonna fret about it. Okay. And then there's a spot there too. That one's a little bit bigger, but again, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll leave that over there just... never mind. Never mind, I changed my mind in mid-phrase. Alright, let's lock it in again. Alright, so pretty soon here, I will be hopefully getting some dimensional jars. Hopefully. And when I go to watch the videos for those, I'll bring up that anagram game. Do, 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 do. A few good heals and then points. Because all you need for the legendary rewards or any of these bonus rewards is the points. The star quests are all well and good. It's the primary way to get the owls, the griffin owls, but if you're crunched for time, or you don't want to take the time to do all those quests, nothing wrong with that. Just go for the points. And that's a 10 merge there. And we'll make that 3, so that's a 5. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Do, 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 do. It's slow and steady here. So, last couple Mystic challenges have had a new dragon as a reward in them. Have you guys been doing them? What do you think of that new dragon, the Doodle Wing or something? Let's merge them again. Merge and merge and merge and ooh. That was a big ol' merge. And that is creating a bit of a traffic block there. Oh. Alright. We've been having some pretty short streams lately. Those potions are definitely strong for giving quick finishes. Whether they're worth it in terms of the gems spent, that's something I leave up to you to decide. going to merge again. And okay, it didn't grab and merge with those, so that's good. Do do do. Let's see. Let's just keep going. It's almost that time. Almost. Alright, let's keep going though. I've got a bit to go yet before I'm ready. Dun, dun, dun. I really hope we get lots of dimensional jars. Alright, let's get another merge going. I'll move some of these. Looks like I had a bottleneck happen. Yep. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's get these guys going again. They're just grinding away these things. It's just about time, though. Gotta be. let's merge them again. Here we go. Let's see, 5, 10, 11, and 12. We're gonna move those over there, this one there, and that's a 10 merge, which gives me a 5 merge. Oh, that was playing with fire. Alright, back to the harvesting. Hey Cheryl, how you doing? Happy Friday to you too. You've got 2 events? Are they... Oh my goodness. I wonder if it's another A/B test. Are they both this kind of out of camp event? Details, my dear. I need details. What's the other event? Do they have 2 different timers? Okay. Night sky. Hold up. Night sky is the season. Or do you have, oh, there's a different thing. No, that wouldn't be the, yeah, I'm mixing it up with another thing. That is so weird. I would go out of whatever you're in to the world map and then close the game and reboot your, restart your device. I'm thinking it's a bug, but if it's still there, that's interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Okay. As I'm gonna say, that's a heck of a beta test. Heck of an A/B test. Of course, I wouldn't put it past them to do that either. They're capable of just about anything. Especially after what I heard earlier this week. I would be surprised at nothing. Oh wow, according to Reddit, there's been some reported changes to some of prism flower methods mechanics. While I'm not going to test that during this stream, I do have a secondary account that I can test it on. And I will let you know about that if I do confirm that there's something funky. Alright, let's merge it. And harvesting some more. So the only night sky thing that I know about is the season. An actual event, I've not seen something like that. I'm not seeing anything about it on Reddit. And I'm not really planning on diving into something like Facebook at the moment, so I don't know. Maybe you could send me a screenshot or something, possibly? Oh my goodness, okay. That is definitely a glitch. Have you checked for an update recently? I had an update, I think, 2 days ago. Do, 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 do. All right, hopefully that'll sort you out. When I was starting to stream and the event popped up, it popped up the icon for it like in the middle of the screen. Well, middle bottom, but way away from everything else. It was funny looking. So, but I am seeing here, and it's making me think, I thought maybe that was happening too when I did some of my merges, but there's been at least a few people that had dragon merges where they were doing 5 merges result in only 1 dragon. I thought I was just, merging while sleepy or merging while medicated. And, I questioned my own eyes. Now I'm thinking I wasn't just imagining it. Which is really bothersome. Stick that back over there. Back to the harvesting. Alright. Oh my goodness. What in the world? That is something special. That is something severely special. Alright, let's get some more harvesting. Definitely something special right there. Did you drop your phone recently? I'm sorry. That's not helpful. But yeah. That's alright, good luck. Hopefully that'll sort it this time. Yes, absolutely should report it. Alright. Let's merge some of these up and see if I get some dimensional jars. And like I said, we'll try out that anagram game while I'm doing the dimensional jar stuff. There's one. Alright, we're going to be a go for that. Okay, didn't get one there. How about on this one? Two more. Okay, yep. Alright. I'm going to be watching ads, so we're going to switch over and start the anagram game. Oh my goodness. Sticky too. Yee. Alright. I'm going to start this up. I need to turn that down. I am sorry. Is that showing up for y'all? Yes, you do need the enter key. So just type in the chat with any word that you see and hit enter. You don't need the exclamation point. Unless it's not picking this up at all. Hold on. I'm gonna need to restart it here. Okay. Let me fiddle around. Copy link. Off. Yes. Okay. Let me try setting this up again. Copy link. Did I switch on the right one is the big question. And YouTube properties. Okay. Let's try it again. My game froze? Yeah, I was restarting it. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, this is weird. It's not working. Okay, well. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. And I've reset the link for it. Hopefully that does the trick. We're going to try it again. I don't know about you guys, but I'm turning the music off on this thing. It's irritating. Okay. Let's try this one last time. Huh. Yeah, it's not taking any of the words. Okay, maybe it's just not working with YouTube like they said it was supposed to. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. It was a diversion. And yeah. We're just gonna shut that off. It clearly does not want to work for us today. Alright, well. Yep, back to the game we go. We tried. It failed. I got through my dimensional jars at least. The ones that I had so far. Alright. And there's 2 more. So we'll do what I usually do. I am going to launch the other game. Or my other account and fire stuff up over there. I was trying to, you know, do something where we didn't need to switch over like that to avoid the ads. Yes, we'll try it on Twitch later, or whenever I do that. Alright. And I'll do that and that. That's 2 souls. And gonna get this going into Dragon and Elves. So when I switch it over, main. There we go. Yep. But yeah, so at least you saw what it's supposed to look like for that. Now, if only it had worked. Morning Sanctuary, huh? I don't think I need to do that right now. And there's some new stuff in Dragon and Elves I will have to talk about at a later point. Okay, let's switch this back over because I am already through those ads after all that faffing about. After all that faffing around. Get rid of these. I'm going to leave these in their dimensional jars. Even though they've been opened, they're open. I just haven't finished the opening. I know, that sounded garbled. but it makes sense in my head. All right. Let's see here. Do that down this way. Bring these over, that over. This tree gets shoved off to the side now. That needs to get healed out. Come on. Bring that sprout down. Essence. I'll 5 merge those. That's another glowing flower, and that'll cut those down. All right. I don't care about the gold pass. It can go screw itself. I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm not gonna buy it. And that's that. All right. Let's see. Bricks, bricks, and more bricks. Just gonna leave these over here this time. All right. And merge those. Okay, well, I should have merged those with that, but eh. Excuse me, no. All right. So that's another twin flower. Merge those to get that out of there. And yeah, we'll merge that there. Bring one of those over. Okay. Let's get back to this again. I hope your game sorts out for you. All right. So yeah. That's definitely something that you should put a report in though for, because they prioritize what they work on fixing by how many reports they're getting. So if they don't know, they can't fix it for one. And even if they do know, one more report just means it's more likely to rise to the top. Let's get that merge going on. Ooh, I get another one. Let's switch it over. I'm going to watch that one. And while that's running, I'm going to pop into camp on Dragon and Else. I might have to check to see if there's anything going on Merge Adventure this weekend. That could be fun. 7. So I was saying that there's new things, or at least I didn't remember them. I don't remember when they first came in. So do forgive me if it's not that new. One is in the elf book. And this is one that I really wish they would do in Merge Dragons as well. They really should, because it is so incredibly useful. And I know I, for one, would use the ever-loving hell out of it, because I already have been here since realizing it was a thing. I'm just making sure I have a bunch of different eggs going on so that I can show this. Alright, so the nest, the one tap merging. Oh wait, yeah, this has been around for a little bit. Anyways, and you can select what you want it to do. Yes, I'm going to have it do all of these that are ready for 5 merges. Look at all this. Oh yeah, do it all, do it all. Okay, I will have to check. Yeah, I do 14. Okay, so I could do it again. Oh, I want this for my dragon book in Merge Dragons and Merge Magic. But seriously, my dragon book would get cleaned up so fast. So fast. Yes, it would kind of screw shiny days up a little bit, probably. But I'm okay with that, because I don't really care about the shiny days or the shiny dragons. The ability to quickly get through my merges, that for my creatures, for my dragons, for whatever, that definitely worth it to me. Okay, so there's nothing left to merge of those. And I'm going to send that back out to the world map. And I'm going to send us back over to Merge Dragons because the ad's done. One, two. So We'll just move that up there, that over here. Get a little more harvesting in here. The jump puzzle is different from in previous years for it. For the Final Fantasy XIV event that's going on. It's awesome that it gave you a nest. So I didn't get quite to the top on the jump puzzle this time around, but that was on one of my Femros. And I have better luck on those when I'm on smaller races, so I'll give it another try. Yeah, it's like the game apologized to you. Hopefully it gave you good eggs out of the nest too. Alright. So I could make one heavens and then roll from there. That almost feels like the right choice. Almost. But I'm gonna keep going for just a little bit here. Farm out some more orb goodness. Alright, let's merge it. Five there. Get him going again. Alright. Hmm. let's merge it up. Five merge there. And there. And there. Aww. No dimensional jars. Not that I think I have any more ads in them, but yeah. Alright. we're merging again. And 5. Get these guys back down here again. And there we keep going. Hey, how you doing? There isn't one. I play on an emulator when I'm streaming, so I create a macro for myself if I'm doing auto harvesting every single time. And it's different every single time. So, yeah, there's no script for it. And I don't always use one. Only on days where my hands are really hurting. I treat it as an accessibility tool for when I can't physically handle doing it. And see, if I do prism flower, I'm going to have a lot more dragons. What I can tell you, though, is if you've got more than the 2 dragons, you might want to get rid of the one that's the builder, because that'll make, if you are making a macro or using something to auto-click, having all of your dragons be at or near the same speed for their harvest will help fantastically. It's nice even if you're doing it manually, because it makes it easier to keep yourself in a rhythm. But yeah. Just like if I'm using a script, if I'm using a macro, which the emulator I use refers to it as a script, but it's just making a macro. Having them spread out like this makes it a little bit easier to keep them all busy. Yeah. Let's see here. Merge these up. So I'm going to make 1 heavens to start with. Now, if I'm doing all the quests, I'll hold out until I've got 2 heavens to make. I might launch something a little sooner to clear out some space, but let's see, what am I doing here? Yeah, we're gonna just launch this off right up through the middle. But that's just to get enough of the brambles for that quest. Anyway, so there's the heaven launching off. Get some edge merges in here. Let's see here. 1 and 2 of those. Get these up here. There's a chest and another one, plus that one, and that's a 5 merge. Bring these down here because I'll open them down there. merge those on up. We'll grab the Palos Bloom, open that key. I'm gonna bring that down here. Bring that chest down as well. Bring this guy up here. Grab that grape and bring it up. Need another level 2 point item. Make that into a 5 merge. We'll bring the shore trees down. Progress that one. All right. So let's see. What do we get going on? And we'll open that key now with the 3 graces. Let's see. Five merge there. And there. Hit that extender. Let's see. Alright, so I did heal this golden columns out, and I did manage to heal out the key spot, so there we go. Bone. And spread those so I get another bone there. And let's see. And there's 3 statues, so I can merge those and get that guy a statue. Merge those. These. Let's see. Bring that over there. Yeah, we'll merge those. Alright, the game needs to decide where to have a another one of those. I'll merge those. There's one. Merge those up. Five, merge those flowers. Do 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 do. Let's see. Bring that over. Five, merge those. That's two more of those. And we'll bring this one over here as well. That gives me two more of the three graces. I'll bring that egg over, and that's a three merge as well. Harvester. Alright, so even though it means I only have the same number of dragons, I'm better off if I get rid of the builder and keep the two, because it'll be easier to keep a rhythm with the harvests. Alright. Let's see, what have I got going on now? Bringing those over. Well, we're gonna bring these down. Bring this over. we'll merge these. There we go with that. I'll just bring one up there because it's easier to move one than four. That potion can come over here. Two, three, four. Five. Alright, so I'm going to grab the souls that I have here. And I'm hoping to hit this. Well, maybe I should do this way a little bit more. Because I want this. That would be good too. And definitely that. So this is a key, the Aphrodite's face and the Zeus's cup. Probably not going to get to those, but I can get that harvester, hopefully. Wouldn't that be nice? It's got to be in settings somewhere, because I've still got the timestamps. If you're wondering, Craft there posted about 20 minutes ago. Alright. Bring that one up here. And there's that. Merge those. We'll bring these red ones down here. Let's see. I'm not sure where you can fix it for the timestamps. Okay, there's a 5 merge of those now. there was only that many. And then there's one of them over there to make a wishing star. Bring those up. That can come down this way. And that 5 merge makes 2 of the level 3s. Those can give me boxes as well to increase my number of infinite harvesters, or finite harvesters, I should say. Okay, time to start wrapping this up. There's a 5 merge worth of level 7s, and if I use a potion, enjoy Hawk Manor. I don't know. Alright, so yeah. If I use a potion, I can get 3 level 8s rather than 2. Where's... two more Sunday flowers. And there's one. Alright, and that's what I'm going to do. I am going to use a potion. And make a 5 merge with those, and that's 3 level 8s. Now I did budget for these. There's that. Now I can use another potion to merge those 3, and I will have 2 level 9s. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Merge those. 2 level 9 point items, and that will complete the points for the event. There's the first of the 9s, and that's the second one used. And that is the legendary rewards. Alright, so that's all of it. Packed with prize possessions for a reluctant run. Yeah, I'm not interested in that gold pass at all. Okay, so yeah, that's the event done. Complete, finito. I don't need to worry about any more of this. Alright. Well, go out to the world map, and that'll save that progress. It's been a hot minute. Well, I've got full chalices. Might as well play this a couple times and hopefully get some stars to start replenishing or replacing what I used today, even though I have a big stack of saved ones. It's not one of the better times for playing levels for getting stars in my experience, but if I let them be overfilled, it's wasted opportunities. The best times, in my opinion, and what data seems to show, are between 2 and 3 p.m. and a.m., your local time. But with only 7 chalices that you can have stocked up at a time, that means that you need to play a little bit more frequently than that to keep from having overflow. One more. Yeah, no luck there. I'm gonna go drop stuff off in camp. Oh, back to school sales thing, huh? Well. Okay. Check on, well, that's not ready yet. And we'll go on over to Dawnval. Drop that stuff off, go to the world map, and then I can come back if I want to play around with it. At some point during the weekend, I will come back in here and go into the event so that I can get the second potion. Made a little bit of progress here. I bubbled up my wonders for the mushrooms, though. Looks like some of these are still waiting for their cooldowns, even though it's been a bit since I've been in here, but it must be timing it on time spent in camp. Oh, that sounds nasty, and that's what it sounds like, though. Yeah, like it's paying actual attention to wow, okay. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. Don't like that. Well, world map. Save that progress. And yeah. Okay, it did give me 2 for that 5 merge. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I am not really feeling like screwing around with this right now either. I think I have merged myself out for the day. Or at least for the time being. Alright, so on that note, let's do these. Let's open the packs. See if I made any more significant progress on these silly things. Hey, I finished one. Okay. Alright, cool. I am okay with those. Claim that. And open that one up. Hey, another new thing. Okay. Do we complete any more? No. Still got plenty of time on it though. Okay. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, that's for now, that's good. I've done enough for the day for merging, so I'm gonna go to the world map to make sure that I save that progress. Oh, I'm glad that your hawk went well. Alright, gonna wrap things up here, and until next Friday, odds are any streams will be over on Twitch. I do not have a time or day for you, but hopefully later today, after I maybe have a nap, and definitely aiming for something on Saturday at the very least. Hope to see you there. Same name over there as here, and you can find the Twitch link in the links on the front of the channel. So yeah, hope to see you there, and if not, see you next weekend. Have a great weekend and a great week to come. Love y'all loads. Stay awesome. Good luck with your events, and bye for now.